Well, hello everyone and welcome back to another Theme Park Obsession video. My name is Dylan and thank you so much for tuning back into the channel. Today I'm hanging out at Universal Studios Hollywood for a video, but this is also the start of something new here on the channel. All the construction videos will eventually be mashed together. So in today's video, we're gonna see what's going on here at Universal Studios Hollywood and Six Flags Magic Mountain. Going forward, I'm gonna test this out and see how you guys enjoy it. I like filming multiple parks in one day, so I think this is gonna be a lot of fun for me. But this is only gonna happen for the construction videos. Everything else on the channel will be normal. So me having fun in the parks, just hanging out with friends, or a specific topic like say Food and Wine Festival at California Adventure, or Halloween Horror Nights here at Universal Studios Hollywood, or maybe a land tour or something. So those will always be on the channel. But today, I wanted to test out the mashup video idea where all the construction will just be in one big giant video. So again, today, let's dive right in to Universal Studios Hollywood and Six Flags Magic Mountain. All right, we've made it out of the parking lot and into City Walk. Let's check up on Simpsons real quick. Yeah, still no visible progress on the outside, so it looks like all the work is happening on the inside of the building. Oh, and look at this, outside the Universal Cinema, and they have a Sing little photo op ready to go for you, and they're giving out free ice cream. Oh, good afternoon, King Kong. It's so nice to see you. We've made it through security, and oh man, Universal must have known that I was gonna be here because they just started playing the ET music, and just like I said in the last video, I love when that soundtrack kicks into high gear when you walk up to those archways. That is quintessential Universal Studios. I love it. Now, before we move on to the park, I did want to point out that here at security, you no longer have to show a negative COVID test or proof of vaccination to get inside the park. And on top of that, the face covering mandate has been lifted. So it's pretty much back to normal here at Universal Studios Hollywood. And bam, we've made it inside the park. Oh, some smoke from Waterworld. They must have just done the finale. People are running, they're so excited. All of the Lunar New Year stuff has been put back in storage, but you know what? They still have all the beautiful flowers out, so love that. Making my way through Pet's Place. So we're gonna head over to the Nintendo Lookout. That's what I'm calling it now, it's the Nintendo Lookout. Alrighty, we've made it over to the Lookout. Again, more details are starting to pop up. From the last video I had from here, more rock work is starting to appear from the scaffolding as they take down the scrims a little bit as they, because they're finishing up the concrete. I can see like even more rock work and layers going in. Once they paint it, it'll look more like the finished product. After a few coats, it'll be done. But oh man, this is really exciting. I'm really happy that the progress on this is moving along really, really nicely. And here soon, we're gonna see more of the mountain range pop up, I'm sure, just to cover up those sight lines. And then on top of that, we're gonna see more details once the scaffolding starts to come down. That'll be a little bit while from now. The scaffolding's gonna stay up until they put up all those prefabricated pieces. But nonetheless, the progress is moving in a very good direction. So this is really cool to see all these little bits and details start to appear. I cannot wait for Nintendo. It's gonna be so much fun. Oh wow, yeah, it's definitely popping here at Universal Studios. It is busy. And over here at the Simpsons attraction, it is still down for its refurbishment. I can already tell through the scrims that the paint is just so vibrant, so it's gonna look really nice once all that comes down. Be perfect for the summer. Okay, let's head downstairs to the lower lot and see what's going on. And if you look at this, the Halloween Horror Nights tent has popped up over behind Revenge of the Mummy. Again, we don't know what's gonna be happening this year for Halloween Horror Nights as far as the properties are concerned. I'm sure there'll be some original mazes in the mix like there always is as well. It'll be really exciting, but if you look really closely, you can see that they've already put down the footprint of or the layout, I should say, of the attraction with those 2x4s. And then once they finish with that particular process, then they'll put up the plywood walls and then they'll move from there. Now, when it comes to the Super Nintendo World project, you can see a lot more from this angle too, just by the Revenge of the Mummy angle. And again, more rock work appearing, which is really, really cool. Pretty decent line for Revenge of the Mummy. I would say that's at least a 45-minute wait. Not that bad though, because it's not all filled up right here. That'll happen sometime later in the summer. Oh, well, never mind. Just as I say that, they're starting to load that section of the queue. So yeah, it's a busy day today. Made it down to the lower lot, and look at this, the studio scoop is back open too. That's nice. And still no work on this side of the project, but nonetheless, I love walking over here and checking it out. Yeah, I'm sure soon we're gonna start seeing a lot of fabrication going on down here, because this is the entrance tunnel beyond this wall into the land. It'll be really cool once these walls come down. But since there's really not much going on down here, Autobots, Time to head back upstairs. Oh my goodness, something's happening. Someone's about to come out. I don't know if it's Megatron or if it's Optimus Prime or maybe it's even Bumblebee. Is that... Yeah, you know, it's okay to cheer for the bad guy too. It's okay. All right, let's jump inside the animation studio store to see what's going on as far as the merch game is concerned. I can already see that they've switched this out. Look at this, it's Camp Cretaceous. Yeah, we got some cool dino merch. We have the Dino Expert right there. That's really nice. How much is that hat? That is $22. We have the Dino t-shirts, some more hats and some toys. And over here on the other side, they got some unicorn merch. Gotta love that. It's so fluffy. It always is fluffy. Now, before we leave Universal Studios Hollywood, there's one more thing we have to check up on, and that is the Halloween Horror Nights maze at the Curious George Surface Lot. And for those that are new, that aren't aware of my addiction to Halloween, yeah, I'm obsessed with Halloween. I absolutely love it. I'm actually gonna be going to Midsummer Scream too, which is a Halloween convention here in Southern California. So that's gonna be a lot of fun. It's gonna be Halloween all summer. Oh wow, lots of progress has been made this week at the HHN maze here at the Curious George lot. All the walls have been put up. Now all they gotta do is put the lumber on those frames and we'll make up the rest of the layout. Really cool, because you can even see like the emergency exit cutouts and all the little boo boxes that the actors hide in. Like all that kind of framework has been done. Panning over to the left though, still no work on the potential second maze going in this location. Like last year, they saved this spot over here for an attraction. So curious to see if one will go up. I'm sure there will be. I wouldn't see why they wouldn't put up another HHN maze in this particular spot. But, oh yeah, it's getting a little scary in March. Maybe it's a St. Patrick's Day maze. That's gonna do it for this park. So let's hop in the car and head over to Six Flags Magic Mountain. Yeah, I know, Geese. Universal Studios was pretty fun, but yeah, it's time to head over here to Magic Mountain to see what's going on with Wonder Woman. But I'm glad you guys are having a nice afternoon. Now, just like Universal Studios Hollywood, Six Flags Magic Mountain also dropped the mask mandate, so you don't need to wear a face mask at the park walking around or in any of the shops or the indoor attractions. So yeah, everything's kind of going back to normal here at the SoCal theme parks. Yeah, every time I walk by this water slide, I always wonder, when are they going to paint the inside of the attraction? These are really fun, by the way. If you've never been on these like half pipe kind of water slides, you take that nice drop into the bowl and you go back and forth. It's really fun. But they repainted the outside the same colors of Scream, but they didn't paint the inside. So maybe they'll get to that hopefully before the park opens or maybe sometime in the future. All right, we've made it in the park and Tatsu is looking absolutely gorgeous. It's almost done. I just see one more support column right there. They finished the turnaround. Looks like the brake run is done. The pretzel loop is fully done. The inversions, everything. It's all good. Yeah, you can see this thing from like the freeway. It's so vibrant. Oh, here comes Superman. Oh wow, it got really high. Yeah, it usually doesn't get all the way to the red like that where the brakes are at the top of the hill, and when it does, it's like the best ride ever. Okay, now that Superman has had a word, we can again talk about what's going on here. I think a lot of the happenings are just on the ground. So a lot of concrete foundation work, a lot of electrical and plumbing going on, and then maybe here in the next few weeks, we're gonna see some vertical stuff or maybe even some more goodies going on with the former Wonder Woman attraction over there, because they finished that piece out, but we don't see anything else. So yeah, we're just gonna keep an eye on it for the next couple weeks and see what happens. Again, all the work is happening over by Riddlers Revenge. Made it over to the main portion of the construction site where the coaster is going, and I don't see any new support columns up this week, so we're just gonna have to check back next week, see what they put up. But as far as anything big, nothing that I can tell as of right now. It's still the same pieces. Again, this is going to be the mid-course brake run right here, and then you're going to dive down. You can kind of see like this support right here and this support. You can see the hill shape going in, and then you're going to come around this corner and then into some other fun little elements. It'll be fun when they put up these big columns, assuming they're waiting for those once they get the other larger supports in. I know they also have track on site too, so I wonder when they're going to put all that up. Now I'm making my way up the Magic Mountain up to Samurai Summit. Oh, here comes Full Throttle. There she goes. It's such a cool element of the ride. I love it. But as I'm making my way up, I wanted to mention that Six Flags Great Adventure off in New Jersey just announced recently, just a couple days ago, some upgrades to some of their areas of the park, and they're bringing back Medusa, which is a coaster that used to be there. I mean, it's still there, it's just themed to a different character now. It's Bizarro right now, but they're gonna change it back to Medusa and give it a nice fresh coat of paint. And if you've been noticing, Six Flags is doing these kind of things throughout the chain. You know, here at Six Flags Magic Mountain, Tatsu received a paint job. There's also a lot of hubbub and buzzing going around that Goliath is about to receive a paint job as well. And I like all these upgrades that are happening around all the Six Flags park throughout the chain. So I'm wondering what's gonna happen next here at Magic Mountain and some of the other parks in the country. Are they gonna continue with just the upgrades and not do a bunch of big coasters, at least for a couple years? Like I've said before in previous Six Flags videos, I'm all for that. I'm all for these little upgrades, these repainting of coasters and beautifying the park. I am 100% for it. Because let's be real, everywhere you look at this park, there is a ride in front of you. Just in this area alone, there's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 attractions. I mean, that's insane. Oh, 6 if you include the little slingshot thing over there. There's a lot to do at Six Flags Magic Mountain. This park is absolutely massive, and it's a coaster enthusiast's dream because there's just so many coasters here. But when a park focuses on just one thing, they tend to forget about a couple other things. And it's these little tiny things throughout the park that if they, change, which it looks like that's what they're doing, it makes a huge difference. I really love this park, and that's why I love supporting them. I love coming here, going on a couple of the attractions, even if it's just for a couple hours. I like coming here with friends, and I love buying candy or whatever it may be to help, the park out, because supporting these places pushes them in the right direction. And when they have leadership that knows that, hey, we got to focus on other things other than coasters, then it's a win-win for everyone. But because of Tatsu and the additions at Great Adventure, and of course the additions all over the chain, I think they're going in the right direction, and I completely applaud it. I think Tatsu looks great. For those that are questioning, that haven't seen it in person, come out to the park and check it out. It's so vibrant, it really looks fun, because at first, yeah, it was very shocking, but the more you look at it and the more you see it at its scale, you really appreciate it, and it just makes everything around this area look nice. So yeah, good job, Six Flags. This was a good investment. And for those wondering when Tatsu is going to reopen, should be open up sometime later in March or early April, because they have a couple more pieces to do, but they're nearly done. Oh, and look at this. I've made it down the stairs to Tatsu's marquee, which is looking a little different today. The green on the rock is the new coat of paint. That looks nice. It blends all together with the ride's color scheme now. I'm glad they addressed the marquee sign. I wasn't sure what they were going to do with this, but lo and behold, they ended up sprucing this up too. Now I've made it over to X2 because today they're doing one train operation. I wanted to give you a little bit of tips if you are coming to the park and they're doing one train. If you get here at park opening, do this one first, because if you don't, the line is going to be very, very long just because they're doing only one train for the day. The other option is to do this later on in the evening, because then as people start to go home, they bail and then the line gets a little bit shorter. So either do this one at the start of your day or do it at the end of the day. Because if you do it in the middle, like say you get here at noon or 1 o'clock and you jump in line for X, you're gonna be waiting in line for over an hour, sometimes even 2 hours. Making my way downhill, walking fast, cause I wanna talk about some coasters. Revolution is closed, by the way. So if you're coming to the park here in the next few days, just keep that in mind. I'm not sure when this is going to go back online, but probably just some very short maintenance period happening right now. So we'll keep an eye on it. I'll update you guys when Revolution reopens. And panning over here, look, the restroom work is moving along very nicely. The roof is all done. All they're gonna really do now, the next big step is the drywall. Now, before we head out, I just want to stop in the Six Flags Emporium to see what's going on as far as merch is concerned. And they have a bunch of new t-shirts available. They have some great hoodies. I believe they're priced accordingly too. Yeah, $17.99 for a lot of the t-shirts. I actually like these. These are nice. I love the more subtle things, and I really love that navy blue one. And it looks like these are new-ish because I haven't seen these before. $5 off for season pass holders. Cool. Well, that is going to do it for today's video from Six Flags Magic Mountain and Universal Studios Hollywood. I hope you guys enjoyed the mashup there. I'm going to start doing that going forward on the channel. So instead of doing like a bunch of separate construction update videos, I just kind of mash them all together, and pretty soon all the SoCal parks will be in one video, like Disneyland, Knott's Berry Farm, Six Flags, and Universal Studios, and I'll throw in SeaWorld when I get a chance to go down there. But yeah, so I like doing this, and I hope you guys enjoyed the video too, because maybe for those that haven't been to Six Flags in a while and only watched the Universal videos, you got a chance to see the park. So again, if you did like the video, hit that thumbs up button, and if you're new to the channel and you love these construction updates, along with all the other videos on my channel, hit that subscribe button and notification bell so stay up to date on every time I post a new video. I have an Instagram account. I'll be sure to leave that link down below in the description. Be sure to check that out because I post updates from the parks there that I don't normally post here on the channel. It was a beautiful day at Universal Studios Hollywood and here at Six Flags, so I can't wait to come back and enjoy the parks again, because yeah, the weather is really, really nice. We had a rainstorm there a couple days ago, but oh yeah, blue skies, and it's pretty nice. It's not too hot, not too cold. But until the next video, I hope you have a beautiful day, morning, evening, whatever it is. And I'll see you next time in the parks. Bye.